Up, Deniz from Deniz, World of Bodybuilding. Today I want to talk about Phil Heath and a possible comeback. I think Phil Heath, who won 7 Mr. Olympias, and already is a legendary bodybuilder, I think he still has one more left, at least one more left in him. And I think he knows that, and I think his fire still burns. And I think that he still, he wants to come back and, rip it off at least one time again. I think he knows that he has the potential and stuff. And before talking even further, I want to show you something where Patrick Bet-David from Valuetainment asked him and if he would come back and stuff, and Phil responded to it. Listen to it.
Things could align. Like I would do one more because I would love to, give the fans something, at least one more time, at least one. But like I said, I mean, if Hollywood called me up tomorrow, and that's the hard part, right? If Hollywood said, "Hey Phil, we got you in this new action film, this and that and the other," it's going to require you to be on set for 6-7 months. Or you can go do the Olympia that you've already won. Which one are you going to choose? I'm like, well, I was already transitioning away, so I choose the film. But, if there was a way to do both, I'd have to just, because we all want the best of everything. So, I think I'm personally, I feel like I deserve that because I've done the work.
But absolutely. Wait and see. Yeah. 7 years. Are you choose?
I mean, I think that's the most important part. You can watch the whole 1.5 hour Q&A and interview they did on a live stream, which is pretty good. I totally watched it. But what Phil actually says is that, like I said in the intro of the video, that he's not against a comeback of his. He's definitely for it. He would do it. But the thing is, with being a 7 times Mr. Olympia, and I think Phil will definitely underline this, you definitely, not only the fans, but the athlete himself has definitely high expectations. So he's not shooting for top 6, he's not shooting for top 4, not even for top 2, he's shooting for top 1. He's shooting to win the contest, to win it, and to win it clearly enough to get the title back. You all know that it's different to defend the title than it is to win the title. You have to fight your way into the win again. It's not that easy. And Phil also said that he is really trying to get his training right. So if he sees that he's getting his PRs again, if he's getting even new PRs, if he's getting, the same kind of training and workouts in that he had winning the Olympias, he would do it. I think he himself knows that if the training and everything isn't right, he still looks okay, but he's not looking like Mr. Olympia. He wouldn't do it. So one thing is, I think other than Kai Green, I think you can really count on Phil. I think Phil really will do it. Of course, one thing which he said is if Hollywood would call today, he would, and they would say you have to do the film this year or next year, I don't know. But when doing it, you can't do the Olympia. You have to do it full time and stuff. He would choose the film because he already transitioned away from bodybuilding. So that's also what he said. But realistically saying, I don't think that Hollywood will call, not disrespecting Phil, but I don't think that Hollywood will call neither today nor tomorrow. Okay, so I think that definitely it's still in Phil's card. I think he has the potential if he would get the gut, right. That's the only thing. That's the one thing. I think he has to look the same muscular wise again, and he has to have that slim gut he had during his first Olympia wins, before the whole issue. Because first, when coming back, everybody looked on this size, And secondly, they will definitely look at his gut. If it's distended again, which lost him the Olympia title, he won't win. That's the huge thing. People say come back, as he would come back into a nightclub and drink a few gin tonics or stuff. You know, he will come back to win the Super Bowl of bodybuilding, and Phil Heath knows that. So I hope he will come back. You know, I really hope so, because the body Phil has, he still is young enough. He still has it in him. You know, he still has it. I would say from a distance. He still is not in the ages where you would say it's just, you know, I would love to see it, but it's just not possible. He still is not in those age ranges, you know. And I think his body is so unique. Man, you have to be on stage. You know, I think, you know, Brandon Curry and stuff, you know, no disrespect to Brandon, but I definitely think that, you know, Phil Heath can wipe off Brandon Curry. If Phil Heath would be his best, you know, Phil Heath at his peak would wipe off definitely Brandon Curry. There would be no competition. So subscribe to my channel, give it a like. You can watch the full video on Valuetainment short clips, and definitely follow me on Instagram at Deniz WORLDOFBB. Let's keep it up. 70 more guys, and I have 3,000 subscribers. Have a nice guy. Sorry, not nice guy. Have a nice day. Bye.